Hello everyone. Today I'm here to give you a quick overview of the Veronte application suite. We can start with Veronte Link. Veronte Link establishes communication between a computer and any Veronte product by creating a VCP bridge. It allows the use of multiple control stations and autopilots to be interconnected, operating simultaneously. This is the GUI where the connected Veronte devices are displayed, along with the other information such as the version of Veronte Link and the status of the autopilot, in this case, the 1X. You will immediately notice from the three green indicators that the autopilot is connected in normal mode and therefore ready to operate, and that the configuration loaded onto it has been correctly read and can be accessed using another tool, the PDI Builder, that we will show later on. On the right, you can then access Veronte Ops, a software used for monitoring operation real times, and Veronte FDR, used for downloading flight logs. For what concerns the connection, instead, it will be possible to connect the autopilot to our PC through Veronte Link by exploiting three different types of communication. Serial, so USB, RS-232 or RS-485 connection, UDP, so Ethernet or Wi-Fi, and Planet, or so satellite connections. Moreover, the connection menu shows which COM ports are being used by Veronte Link. Then the Sessions menu allows you to replay previous operated sessions. By selecting and playing one of the available sessions, you will be able to monitor the telemetry on Veronte Ops as if it was during a normal operation. Once the user plays a session, it will automatically display the post-flight in Veronte Ops. In addition, a virtual device will be shown in the device menu of Veronte Link. The next application is the PDI Builder, which is the main configuration tool to adapt a Veronte autopilot to a specific vehicle, including user-defined communication protocols. In the main menu, we have different options to create or modify the configuration to be loaded in the autopilot. We can open an empty configuration to work offline, we can change the PDI files of the selected autopilot, or we can open the configuration of the selected autopilot. In the actual tool, we will have the ability to save the configuration to the autopilot, export it, or import other configuration, whether from local storage or the cloud. The cloud contains various templates for some platform, multicopters, eVTOL, fixed wing, and etc., or for other Veronte products. Then, among the submenus of the Builder, will be able to modify and configure the telemetry, and so the real-time onboard waving metrics, sensor, actuators, and control states, the configuration. We can edit vehicle settings such as servo trim, interface port, management, and modes, automations that are actions that are automatically executed when a set of configured conditions are accomplished, and block programs, in which Veronte Autopilot can be programmed, using, for example, control laws with a friendly user programming language. Due to the great possibility of customizing the configuration, most Actors videos will give much more detail of some of these menus. Now we can focus on Veronte Ops. Through this tool, it will be possible to monitor the mission in real time and the status of all Veronte products, with the possibility to modify the mission and the issue commands either before or during the operation. Through the creation of a custom workspace, it will be possible to use widgets to monitor the real-time variation of certain variables, both in a graphical and numerical format. And it will be possible to command certain actions, such as changing phase or control modes through the Veronte panel. Furthermore, through the user-friendly mission menu, it will be very intuitive to modify missions. For the same reason valid for the PDI Builder, several visuals will deepen several features present in this program. We can now continue to the PDI calibration that set up the calibration parameter for the autopilots. It allows us also to calibrate sensors and to configure the radio model. Specifically, we can configure the IMU and the magnetometers, but we can also access the configuration for the servos and command the servos for testing that the configuration built inside the pilot is working as expected. And then we can use also the terminal manager that allow us to access a panel console. This allows the user to see the information or data coming into a certain port, for example, the serial port, in which the device is connected. And through this terminal, we could also set up the radio module. Then we have PDI tuning. Through this tool, we will be able to modify the PID gains during the operation. It will be faster through this tool to obtain the correct tuning for the control logic that have been built inside the autopilot. Then we have Veronte FDR. As already said in advance, we can download the log store inside the Autopilot SD card, obtaining the information that the Autopilot was computing or was receiving from the sensor or from other units. Then we have Veronte Terrain Provider, which provides information of the terrain height around the world. So it's associating an MSL, so I mean sea level, to each latitude and longitude, and then it displays this in the right bottom corner of Veronte Ops, so it will be easy to access to this information while operating. Then we have Veronte IL, which is our software for the hardware in the loop simulation. We will be able to choose our autopilot and start the simulation through different simulator. For example, we can use explain 11 navigation, which the explain override the state information, and therefore the AKF inside Veronte, which is used as a navigation algorithm, will be inactive. Or we can have explain 11 sensor, which the explainer overrides the sensor data, faking out the presence of sensors, and in this case the AKF will be active and the navigation program inside Veronte will work as in a normal operation. Lastly, we have Veronte Updater. Through this tool, we will be able to update the firmware version of the autopilots and of the other Veronte products. And this was just a simple overview of all the Veronte application. For any further information, please don't hesitate to contact us, and thank you for the attention and see you in our next video.